Well, hi, we're here today with Sam Senjem, who is the general manager of Hometown Ace Hardware right here in Hastings in the Westview Center. Sam, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
What are people coming into when they come into Hometown Ace Hardware here in Hastings? What are they looking for? What's like the top 5 things that people are interested in?
Winter products are still big if we get snow or ice. So ice melt, snow shovels, snow blowers, those type of winter products. Kids are sledding, so we sell sleds. Ice fishing has also been really big this year, and we sell bait and a lot of fishing tackle. So we've been a lot of fishing tackle the last couple months, and I expect to through the rest of February here. Benjamin Moore paint, Magnolia Home, and Clark and Kensington paints. And this last season was a really big year for painting, with everybody being home with COVID, and we're kind of to sort of pick up again here as we kind of get into what's traditionally more of the painting season, which usually starts around March and kind of goes.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. Why is it just kind of that spring cleaning? People just kind of want a new, literally a fresh coat of paint in their house.
Yeah, historically the spring's always a good time for paint sales. And yeah, I think that kind of spring cleaning, your new year, starting things fresh and getting a fresh coat of paint on the wall has always kind of been a thing. And
cool.
This year was really a big paint year, I guess. Just with people in home offices, and kind of redecorating or recreating their home spaces for new activities and new uses. So we're kind of resetting our paint department right now with a bunch of new paint accessories, and we took on the Benjamin Moore line of paint about a year ago.
Okay.
I've had really good success with that right away.
Now you mentioned Magnolia, so that's Chip and JoJo from HGTV, right?
That's right. Yeah. So we have a lot of customers come in that are familiar with her brand and familiar with the show.
Yeah.
And so sometimes people come in specifically just for that brand, and they have their own line of colors, and since they have a pretty large fan base with their brand.
With this year, you mentioned COVID, and that's kind of the elephant in the middle of the room with any discussion, is how people have adapted and kind of switched around things for COVID. Maybe walk us through some of the things that you've changed as a store because of COVID.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, the curbside pickup has been, really popular since the beginning of all this, and we're still doing it. It's something we don't plan on going away from. We plan on offering that, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Which some people do it because of COVID, and they want to make sure they don't have that exposure of coming in the store. So they'll either order through our website, acehardware.com, and they can set up for a curbside pickup, and then we'll run it out to them. Or sometimes customers are having a hard time picking out which items they want through the website, so they'll call, and we can help them over the phone, and we run the products outside to them.
Okay.
Some people just do it for convenience too. It doesn't necessarily have to be, because you're, worried about getting COVID in the store. I mean, for some people, it's just quicker and easier to make a purchase online and pull into the parking lot, and we'll run it out to you. So
yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
I think customers are figuring that out too, that there's just certain conveniences and just making it quicker and easier to make purchases that way and to get them that way. And another thing we're really trying to push this year, we were doing it this last year, but one thing we're really trying to out on is delivery. So customers can also purchase through the website or over the phone, or they can purchase in store as well, and then we'll deliver whatever items they purchase to their home or to their business. And we do that free of charge anywhere in Hastings, or the immediate surrounding area of Hastings. So there's no charge for that. So again, it's just a convenience thing. Or if you're conscious and don't want to go into the stores, I mean, it's nice for that too. We can drop it off, at your door, and you don't even have to leave your house. So those are the two biggest ways that we're really sort of shifting our business model, I guess, from in-store shopping to to delivery and curbside pickup.
As you may know, and viewers of Hastings Happenings may know, that I'm big into mulch, and so if you've been by my house, you see in the spring or summertime, you've seen I do a lot of mulch, and I've probably helped finance Hometown Ace Hardware to some degree as far as my mulch purchases over the years. So, but yeah, to have that home delivered, because I have a Volkswagen Jetta, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge. I think I figured out I can fit 21 bags of mulch in my Jetta. But to have that delivered would be even better.
Last year, for whatever reason, mulch sales really shot up too. So we were doing a lot of delivery, pallets of mulch to houses and properties.
That's great.
And yeah, I mean, it makes it a lot, mulch is hard to transport, if you're doing a bunch of trips back and forth, trying to fill up the Jetta, we were able to just drop off a pallet and make it, a little easier, because typically it is a lot of physical work, putting out mulch. And if you can, save a couple trips and lifting a couple bags, it goes a long ways.
That's right. Well, it does help, a little upper body workout, some mulch. So definitely encourage people to check out Hometown Ace Hardware for their mulch selection. And yeah, it's been a great place to shop. It's close to my house and everything too. So, and as a real estate agent, I've purchased all of my lock boxes there too for my listings. So if you're a realtor out there or you need a lockbox for any reason, Hometown Ace Hardware has lock boxes also. When you look at 2020, kind of that whole experience, was it a good year financially for you guys, with so many people doing the home improvements, so many people not going somewhere for vacation, but maybe they stayed home and they're doing the yard work, they're doing the mulch, they're doing paint, stuff like that? It had to be probably a pretty good year for you guys.
It was, yeah, it was a record year for us.
Nice.
People, like you said, weren't traveling. There was a lot of limitations on what people could do. So people were investing in their home, and investing in their yard and all that. So we definitely feel fortunate that we were kind of one of the lucky sectors, being in kind of home improvement, because I think home improvement was one of the few areas that was seeing increase in sales and growth when a lot of businesses were not. But there was just a lot of investing in property, investing in the home. One other thing that people probably don't know we do is ski and snowboard tuning. We have a member of our staff that does so sharpen skis, downhill skis, and snowboards. So that's, I think most people don't really realize that we offer that, but it's kind of something that is going on this time of year.
You're open 7 days a week, right?
Oh yeah. Yep, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. And then your staff is, I must say, your staff is incredibly friendly, incredibly helpful coming in. And, I just needed, my wife sent me over, we were doing a project here a couple months ago, and I needed a certain size nail, and the guy led me right to exactly what I needed. I'm not sure how he knew or how he got that, but he did it. And basically, once you cross the threshold into Hometown Ace Hardware, you feel welcome, you're helped.
We try to welcome everybody when they come in the door. Just greet them and let them know they're welcome to be here, and we appreciate them, choosing to shop at our store. And then, we do try to, help the customers as much, kind of walk them through their experience as far as getting them what they, exactly what they need as quickly and easily as possible. Back in some of the aisles, we have lots of bins with hardware and some of the plumbing stuff and electrical stuff. It can be kind of hard to track down, what you're after. So, staff is really familiar with, all that we carry. And so we try to, ask questions and figure out how we can help customers out as much as possible.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a full service retail experience.
Mm-hmm. And from the sign behind you, it looks like you also have barbecue supplies. Do you have like gas grills and things like that also? And
Yeah, Weber Gas Grills is
okay.
kind of the brand that we primarily sell. And
Okay.
Weber's been around forever. It's a great name, great product. So we stock lots of different models of Weber gas grills and Weber charcoal grills too. And then, yeah, Big Green Egg, like you mentioned. Komodo Joe is another kind of Komodo style grill that we carry in store. And Traeger wood pellet grills is another brand that's really in the last few years has just taken off. Traeger grills, more and more people are learning about them, and as their friends or family members buy them, it's kind of seems to get the word out to other people.
Well, Sam, I appreciate your time today. I think let's just stay in touch and keep people updated on what's happening at Hometown Ace Hardware. Again, if people are unfamiliar with where you are, you're in the Westview Center, which is just off there of South Frontage Road and between Pleasant and Westview. If people have questions or they want to order online, do they just go to acehardware.com and then they enter kind of like where they are as far as the zip code?
Yeah. So it's just acehardware.com, nationwide site. But then, when you're making your purchases, you can select your local Ace, your local store.
Okay.
And that's how you set it up for either curbside pickup or in-store pickup if you want to do that way, or delivery. Like I said, we're really trying to push the free delivery to all residents and businesses of Hastings and the surrounding area.
Sam, thank you again. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I hope so, Tom.